Hello and welcome everyone to today's stream. Oh, okay, that's where that comment came from. Okay. Give me 1 second. I'm still getting a few things set up, like getting the chat ready on my phone and things, but we should be ready. Hopefully you all can hear me and hear the music and stuff. I'm trying to not have to use my headset for today because I really don't want to. So let me know if you can hear the music or not. If you can't, then what I can do is I can put in my earbuds, my new earbuds that I use for videos and stuff, and then we will be able to do that. But yeah, let me know, chat, if you can hear me though, because I don't actually know if you can hear me. Hopefully you can. Oh, is that 0? Yeah. Oh. Why is that? Why are you at 0? Audio. Okay, hopefully you can now hear me. Strange. I find it very strange that now my microphone is being dumb. Yeah, hopefully. Hopefully we'll also have some people here later. Cool. Yeah, today we will be doing a sorting stream again. But actually the first thing we gotta do is take care of all these Lego piles that I have on the table right now, because they need to be out of the way before I can really do anything else. So let's get on to that. Hopefully the pile of bags I threw up on here has enough different bags that I'll be able to put all this stuff away, and we'll be able to move on to one or hopefully both of these special brick containers I've got. Welcome to the stream, Republic Bricks. Glad to see you here, my dude. Hopefully you can hear me. Let me know. Let me know if you can hear me. Oh, why did I close this back? You can? Okay, cool. I was worried there for a second because YouTube playback was telling me that my audio bitrate was at 0, which usually means the microphone is off. But I guess I fixed it. Also, let me know if you can hear the music. Right now I'm not actually wearing my headset like I used to, just because I don't want to ever have to wear it again. So if you can hear the music and it sounds fine, awesome. If you can't hear the music or it doesn't sound very great, I guess I'll put in my earbuds instead, and we can go that way. You can hear me and the music now. Yeah, right now all I'm doing is all we'll be doing is taking care of all these random piles of bricks I have on my table. That way they're out of the way. One thing I do actually want to try real quick, if I can find the container, is that Tri-Droid I built with Coconut on his stream Wednesday. I used a wrong part that I was going to try to use, and I want to see if I can switch this Technic axle for a lightsaber hilt, and if that will make it work differently. The music is a bit loud, or am I loud? I can turn down the music just a tad. I didn't know how loud I needed to make it in order for it to be picked up on my microphone. So let me turn it down a tad. Actually, this song itself is kind of quiet, so I won't do that. All right, let's see. Which one of these do I need to use? When I want to try and get, and we'll do it right now, just so I can get it out of the way. So let me grab the Tri-Droid. The Tri-Droid right now is actually in like multiple parts because I had to make it fit into this container in order to move it. Now the thing is though, is it might need to be. It's one of those things. Each song it could just be louder than the other one though. So let me know if you can even hear this song though, because this song is pretty quiet. But yeah, let me put it out here. So this whole droid is built on this Technic axle. I'm gonna see if I can replace it with a lightsaber hilt, or one of these rods, if that will help make it so the head can spin. I'm also hoping that later on, as we get to the containers behind me that need to be sorted, that we can find one of the parts, the last part that I need for this Tri-Droid in order to actually put it together. What's with the podcast? I don't understand your question. I don't understand your question, Republic. Alright, so far so good. Now let's try to put that in. Now I gotta put this in. So far it looks like it'll work. The only issue I see I didn't build this. I didn't put this back together right. Oh no, I can't. Yeah, the podcast is for my channel. So wait, are you asking me again, Republic, to be on the podcast? Because if that's the case, the way you phrased your question is not what I just gathered from your question. Is not what I gathered. That's why I'm super confused. Are you asking to be on it again? And welcome to the stream, Timothy. The thing is with the podcast right now is I'm extremely busy with a bunch of other things. So what is actually going to happen is there will be, hopefully, it was supposed to be today, but I wasn't able to get it working today, is I will be doing a season finale of it with somebody next Saturday, hopefully. And then I will not be doing the podcast series for about 6 months. That way I can focus on some other things. Also trying to figure out what did I do wrong here. I think what I did wrong here is I think I'm supposed to go like this. I know this isn't me sorting right now, but I want to really make sure I can actually get this. Okay, that's not... I don't think this is it either. Why am I being dumb and can't remember how my own thing is built? I don't know, let me attempt to put this like this. I don't think this is how it goes, but maybe. Oh no, that's how it goes. Okay, and now it should... Yeah, now it can fit. Nice. Yes, like I said when I told you I had to cancel the first time, that is what I will do. Cool. But yeah. Now this whole thing, now the only issue is the cannons pop off really easily. What is that? This is the Tri-Droid, Timothy, that I built. Were you on Coconut stream on Wednesday, Timothy, you would have seen this in more detail then. But yeah, this is that custom tri-droid that we had designed in studio. I finally got all the parts except for one. I'm literally missing one part to build it. Right now I'm just missing the one part that allows me to attach the other leg. That's why I'm having to kind of hold it weird, because I can't actually just let it sit on its own. That's why I'm hoping, and now that I'm done doing that with the tri-droid at the moment, we can get back to putting away these parts and bags and start getting to these unsorted special bricks, because I'm hoping in one of these containers back here is that missing part. Thank you. I'm glad you think it looks awesome. I think it looks pretty good too. The only issue with it that I have with how it's built, or the way the legs look, if you look at the picture of the tri-droid on Utapau, the legs look a bit different, but there's only so much you can do with Lego, because Lego can only be so small. I had a thought the other day of how I could maybe make it look even more accurate to what it's supposed to, but I'll have to tinker around with that in studio, because I don't have all those parts I would need right now, physically. But, alright, so that's bag number 1. Now I just need just a bunch of, like, small bags. Because some of these piles are just, like, two bricks or so. Not that much. I am glad to see that I do have a bunch of these relatively new 3x3 plates. Also, hearing the noise of sliding this stuff over, just made me curl up on the inside. You have a class to go to? You have a class on Saturday, Republic? Or is today not actually Saturday for you? Anyway, have fun at your next class, dude. Yeah, how is everyone doing in chat? I haven't asked that yet. My day has been pretty good. I haven't had lunch yet because it is Saturday. So you have classes on Saturday? Weird. Weird. That's just weird that you have classes on Zoom on Zoom on a Saturday. Usually Saturdays are meant for weekends. Like, you don't, most schools don't do school on Saturday, but yeah, even the like most of the colleges that like the one I go to, and most colleges I know of don't do school on Saturday, but yeah, that's just weird. Alright, interesting to know. It's not for school? Oh, I guess I assumed it was for school because you said class. So, okay. But yeah, I haven't had lunch yet, or breakfast yet today, because I decided to sleep in. I'm having to wake up at 7 every day, and I decided for today I was going to sleep in. But because I did that, I wasn't able to get a lot of things set up before stream, like, you know, eating breakfast. So, I'll have to do that later. I think my big confusion about it, Republic, is you keep calling it a class, but you said it's not part of school. So what is it? What is it a part of? What is this class that's not a school class a part of? And I thought you said you had to go do it, so you might you might want to start heading off and going doing your German Zoom class instead of telling me more about it. Come on, stop dropping out of my hand and actually give him the back, Lego. Come on. Yeah, how is everyone else in chat doing? What are you all working on today? Hopefully we'll get some more people today. I didn't do a very good job of announcing this stream beforehand. Again, because of the fact I slept in and enjoyed a little bit of extra sleep, that also meant one of the consequences is I wasn't able to get the stream notifications out as early as I like to. That and the fact I just forgot to make this stream public yesterday, like I typically do, because I forgot. Yeah. So hopefully we'll get some more to clear. If not, it's totally fine. It's not about the numbers, it's just about having fun. Yeah. For anyone who's still here in chat and knows the answer to this, where is this new wave of Bernie memes coming from? Of Bernie sitting in that chair? Is that just people making memes at how he was sitting at the inauguration, or where's that picture from of him sitting in that chair with his mittens and stuff? I'm pretty sure it's from the inauguration, but I watched the inauguration. I did miss the first like half hour of it, but I don't remember seeing Bernie. That's fine. Hey, what's up, Jedi Rob? Welcome to the stream, dude. Would it be interesting to you to know you're not the only Jedi Rob that I know of? Spooky. Spooky. Yeah, welcome to the stream, Jedi Rob. How are you doing today? Good work on that mock that you showcased on the Discord. It looks pretty cool. Who's the other? UCS. UCS Productions also goes by Jedi Rob. Which is interesting because his YouTube is called UCS Productions, but I think he prefers that people call him Jedi Rob when you go to his streams and stuff. So I don't know. I find that's interesting. There's a lot of people who use a similar name because of the whole Jedi Bob thing. Welcome to the stream. Is it DLK Productions? Welcome. Let me know if I said that right. My phone, because you can't make chat any bigger on your freaking phone. Some people's names I have a hard time reading. I did? Cool. Thank you. You tripled the size of the mock, so it's even bigger than the last time you posted about it? Or do you mean like your most recent picture of it, it's instead of being... Oh, cool. Nice. More trees and stuff? Nice. Did you ever find any more... excuse me. Did you ever find any more, brown plates? Was that what you said you were lacking on? Was brown plates? Did you ever find any more? For those of you who just came to the stream and are wondering what the heck I'm doing, there's a bunch of different piles of Lego bricks on my table that I wasn't able to take care of last time I did a sorting stream. So we're taking care of that right now, and then we'll actually get into some like actual sorting. But I want to try and put all this stuff away in bags, so that way they don't get mixed up in stuff with other things. You'll post a pic on the Discord too? Nice. The part you added isn't the best? You mean the part you just added? I thought it looked pretty good, but maybe you're talking about the part you haven't posted a picture about yet, so I wouldn't know. A lifting door when you move something? You mean in Lego, right? Like for a mock? And also, do you mean a lifting door as in like, sort of like an elevator? Or do you mean like how Star Wars doors usually like, they come, instead of opening normal, well, some doors actually in Star Wars do, they like open this way, like this, kind of like a Walmart shopping door, and then other doors they go, so this is the bottom of the door and they rise up to open. I've attempted multiple times in the past. I probably could, now that I'm a lot better at building and stuff these days, I could probably slap one together. Why do you ask? Are you trying to like figure out how to do one yourself, or are you just wondering if how common it is, or what? Yeah, I've done them before. My biggest issue is I always forget to make the dedicated space that you kind of need to in order for it to function that way by the time I get to the door. So it's always like, oh, I should make this door open, like, after I've built everything. It's like, oh, wait, now I can't, because I got no space to make it do that. The update. Are you gonna make a video on it, Jedi Rob? You should make a video on it. And if you can, you should make, like, a progress update on it every time, because then you get more content out of it. I would say so, DLK. Are you planning on making it motorized or no? Definitely it'll make your mock more interesting if you're able to motorize it, so like you don't have to like physically touch the door and have it go up. You can just flick a switch and it goes up and down for you. If you're not planning on making it motorized, it will definitely still make your mock interesting. What you might want to do to make your mock video, if you do a video on it, more interesting is maybe do a short stop motion where you showcase like the different functions of like, oh, this door can open because that character just like the door just rose to have that character walk through or something. Or you can have it be like your mock is, I'm not sure if this is the direction you want to go with it, but you could also be like when you're explaining the different things that your mock can do, like share like you added these different things to make it more like a Lego play set, like you would buy in an official Lego set that has all the different fun features in it. Yeah, I'm gonna take a second to take a drink. Water is good. You did? All right, I'll have to check out that later. I can't check that out right now. Yeah, I'll check that out later. Oh, by the way, for those of you, I don't think anyone who's in this stream right now was at Coconut Stream. So on Coconut Stream this last Wednesday, I built my custom Tri-Droid design, and I built Yoda's Starfighter. And I said at the end, after building it, that I saw a lot of major flaws with it. Specifically, the way the R2-D2 is put into it, and a few other things. But then afterwards, I looked up a picture of Yoda's Starfighter, his interceptor, I mean, and I realized that no, Lego actually did a really good job of doing the part where the astromech sits, because in the pictures I saw of the one where you see in the show that Yoda uses, R2-D2 is actually really exposed, actually. So Lego did a good job, because in their Lego set, R2 is actually very exposed and can easily get shot by the enemy if possible. One thing I learned that the Lego set did wrong is the way the cockpit opens in order to get Yoda in and out of. So I've modified my Starfighter to do that, and I would showcase it on the stream. But currently, I'm back at my family's home for the weekend, and I left the Yoda Starfighter at my dorm room, so I'm not able to showcase that. Hopefully that all made sense. I know there are certain parts that I said the wrong name for the figure stuff. If you want to have it so it looks like a Jedi is turning something, how familiar are you with like different Lego games? There's not anything in Lego Star Wars games that I can think of that could do it, but in like Lego Indiana Jones, Lego Batman, there's a bunch of like different knob builds that you could do to have it look like a Jedi is turning it in like a stop motion, just to make it easy. Or of course you can always just have the Jedi walk up to the door, they put out their hand, and then the door starts rising up or whatever. Alright, I grabbed way too many bags. There's only 4 actually, yeah, there's only 3 piles left. So I did not need to grab all of these bags like I did. I only need 2 of these large bags, and then yeah, all these other bags can, just gonna get tossed on my bed for now. To like clean them up later. speaking of later, I will hopefully be streaming later today. I believe when I made this stream public that I saw that my plans for the later stream today were going to be about The Force Unleashed, the first video game. We'll see if that actually happens. I haven't actually set up anything for that to actually be like captured or anything yet, but that is the plan as of right now. Yeah, I'm glad I could help, man. Glad I could help. I'm also glad you asked that question because it gave me a lot of things to start talking about. So if anyone else in chat has a question about mock building or something, let me know because I will definitely might give more life to the stream because I'll have something to say about it. Speaking of mock building and stuff, so what I've been working on this week. So I've been working on my Minecraft Let's Play world off camera. I recently made a video and released that progress update number 1. After doing that, I spent like 3 straight days and like an hour here and there for this past week working on that world. So I could probably release a update number 2 at this point because I've done a lot. There's been a lot of progress done, and I should probably do that. But in addition to that, I've realized what I should be doing as well, and I've started doing. So I'm starting to put together a spin wheel of every canon and legends vehicle, airspeeder, anything that would be like relatively easy to do in Lego and minifigure scale. So not like any crazy like Star Destroyers or anything like that, but any vehicle or ship or speeder that would be awesome to see in a minifigure scale. I've started to put together into a spin wheel like I do for the droids, where I put all their names into the spin wheel and then I click the button and it spins and it picks the thing for me to build. I've started working on that. One thing I did realize while doing that, as this segue continues, is so I've recently bought, I say recently, it's been a couple of months actually, but I bought the Rebrickable OG9 homing spider droid instructions and also their separatist shuttle instructions. And at least for the separatist shuttle, there's actually like 3 different variants of it. So what I'm gonna probably start working on once I'm done gathering all the names for the spin wheel that I need is I'm going to build the separatist ship using the Brick Vault instructions in Studio. That way I just have a Studio file for it. And then I'm going to use that Studio mod file and make the other variations off of it. Because there's one variation of the separatist shuttle that is like basically the separatist shuttle, but instead of having the 1 fin, it has 2 fins. There's another variant that you see during the Citadel arc of the Clone Wars show. It's basically the separatist shuttle, but if the cabin area of it was elongated extremely. And then there's another variant that's even more drastic in its design, but I don't quite remember what that one is, so I can't describe it. But yeah, that's what my plans are. And there's a few different variants of the homing spider droid, at least in Legends. So I'm gonna do what I'm gonna do for the separatist ship for the spider droid, of building it in Studio, and then oh, you gotta take off? Alright, no problem, Jedi Rob. See you later, my dude. Hopefully you can catch the rest of the stream and or the stream later today. Yeah. So that's my plans probably for this next week. I would say today, but I do still have a few school things I need to do today during my 3-hour break between the streams, and then later tonight that I need to get done. It's nothing too crazy. The only issue I'm having right now is I need to be like, I'm just having a hard time putting together my thoughts for these responses that I have to do for one of my college classes. The other issue too is each response has to be 200 words long, which is not a problem, but the only issue is, again, since I'm having a hard time figuring out the wording and what I want to say, 200 words is kind of difficult when you have that kind of an issue, but yeah. Cool, my ranting just derailed the stream there for a little bit. Let me put these plates away, and then there's only 2 plates I need to put away after that, and then we can start doing some serious sorting. There we go. Putting stuff in bags is now complete. Let me just move all these things in bags to behind me. And we will start actually sorting some bricks instead of just putting stuff in bags. So the way that we got to do this, so this container is everything that got sorted out during phase 1 sorting. And if you want to know what I mean by phase 1, go check out my how to sort video that I released this previous Wednesday. Yeah, this is everything that got sorted out in phase 1. There's also one more container behind me. What we now need to do is I need to sort out everything that I don't have a container for currently, and that stuff will be going into this container that's just off camera to the right of this container. Then once we do that, I then need to sort everything that's in here into their respective piles, and then put that stuff away into the containers that they belong into. It's kind of complicated, kind of a long process, but once it's all done, it is fantastic. And again, I'm hoping we can find that one part that I need to actually 100% build my tri-droid. So I really want it. Now that I've started to put it together, and I'm in that builder's mode of, I just really want to stare at my creation because it looks epic. If we can find that part, that would be fantastic. So, alright, let's start sorting out everything that can't actually be sorted out at the moment. Trying to remember everything that can't be sorted. Since I haven't actually touched my Lego collection in about a week now, since my Lego collection is mostly here at my family's home, and I've been at my dorm room for college this whole week, I don't quite remember where everything is. But hopefully that won't be too big of an issue. Any of you guys, any of you in chat play video games? And if so, what video games do you play? Curious to know. I recently learned a bunch of people I associate with in a bunch of different discords play games that I've either heard of and just have never played, or they play games I've never heard of. So, what do you all play? What kind of video games are you all up to these days? One thing I also want to start doing this next week, but I don't think I'll be able to get to it, so I have to do it probably like next month, is start I guess it's a redesign, but like designing that J1, actually it's not a J9, I thought it was J9 for a long time, but the J1 proton cannon and the Hyena bomber mocks I saw on Rebrickable from a dude. Probably not this next week, but the week after I'll probably finally get around to designing those. Let's see, any Star Wars, Lego, COD, Halo, anything with fighting. So you're a FPS kind of person? Of all the FPS games you played, and also Lego games, which one is your favorite? If you even have one that's your favorite. I'll also accept if you have multiple as your favorites. Because sometimes I don't know. Sometimes I don't have a favorite. Sometimes I just play anything. It's just really how I'm feeling. That's why I said a little bit ago, basically for 3 days straight I played Minecraft because that's what I was really into. Now I've kind of hit a brick wall where I keep having to reharvest. Because of the way I decided to design my villager trading hall system, where the villagers are locked away basically, and I can just trade with them and get their stuff, is I keep having to harvest crops, because that's the best way for me to get emeralds at this point, because because of the way the hull is set up, I can't do the whole zombification or repurification process easily, so I've chosen not to, and so it means I have to harvest a lot of crops in order to get a decent amount of emeralds, and then I need to keep doing that because I need to buy a bunch of books, a bunch of the enchanted books in order to then put on tools, and yeah, so it's kind of just like this stalemate if I just gotta keep doing the same task over and over again. So you don't have a fave. I would say my favorites right now when it comes to Star Wars is Republic Commando. Republic Commando is an amazing game. I'm surprised the community for it is very small these days. And I used to say Classic Battlefront 2 used to be my favorite, but honestly, I haven't played Classic Battlefront 2 in a long time. So my favorite game like that is probably EA's Battlefront 2 at this point. I played it a bit about a month ago, and it was really, really fun. When it comes to LEGO games, the Complete Saga is my favorite, since it's the only Star Wars game we've really gotten. We do have, there's the LEGO Clone Wars game, and there's the LEGO Force Awakens game, and they're coming out with the Skywalker Saga game. The Skywalker Saga game will probably become my favorite once it comes out. The Force Awakens game was alright, but it was literally based on one movie, so there wasn't a whole lot to do, unfortunately. And the Clone Wars game, I would have loved it way more, but my family, we decided to buy it for the Wii, and that was just awful. It was awful using the motion controls for that game. I do love the Wii and its motion controls, especially for like Wii Sports and stuff, but for LEGO Star Wars 3, the Clone Wars, it was awful. When it comes to Halo, Halo 3 is probably my favorite. That was also the first Halo game I ever played, so that's probably why I prefer it the most. For Call of Duty, my favorites, I haven't played a Call of Duty game in a long time, but my favorites is still probably Modern Warfare 2, just like everyone else, basically at this point. The first Black Ops game, and I did really enjoy Ghosts. I really enjoyed that one. Mainly, it was probably because my brother and I, we spent a lot of time playing co-op together, and just battling bots and having a lot of fun that way. So that's probably why I really enjoyed the game. I know a lot of people panned that game because I had some issues with it, but I guess I got lucky and I never actually experienced many of those issues. So I really enjoyed Call of Duty Ghosts. I thought it was awesome. I don't remember a whole lot about the campaign though. All I remember is just having fun with my brother in it. So. Having a bit of a hard time finding the parts that need to be sorted out as of right now, just because most of the parts I can see that need to be are on the smaller side, except for that giant tread I just pulled out. Also, if you're wondering why I'm putting stuff over here, so I put all my cockpit windows and stuff in a different pile, and these are the stickered dishes from that Separatist speeder fight. So anything that's stickered and or printed, I put in a different pile as well. Anyone in chat have any other questions or comments or anything? Let me know. I'm a little bit out of things to talk about. Just a little bit. See you in a little bit, DLK. Other things I can talk about. So the army building project, just as like a status update on it, is still going alright. This next month for February, I won't be buying anything related to it because I'm only going to be buying parts I need for my custom Hellfire droid mock, so I can start building that with real Lego. I'm super excited for that because for those of you who weren't here for it, so The two biggest custom mocks or custom designs of, or custom models, I should probably call them, that I've designed is my snail tank droid and my hellfire droid. And my snail tank droid I've seen built in real Lego before, because I built it with real bricks as a prototype, and then a couple of streams ago I started rebuilding it using the instructions that are available to make sure those instructions work and everything. I found that there's a few issues with those instructions. I will be fixing once we've completed the snail tank droid. Then I'll go back in and update the instructions probably. Yeah, both of those models are over 1,000 bricks, so they're on the bigger side, which is fine. The snail tank actually I need to redesign to be a little bit shorter than it currently is. Right now it's a little too tall for the measurements it's supposed to be, unfortunately. Which I think might be the case for the Hellfire droid, but I won't know until we build it. So, super excited for that. Next month is going to be a great month for that. I'll probably have to do a bit of switching of my stream schedule just so I can get around to building more of that Hellfire droid. Because currently I have it set up that I only do a building stream once a month, but I really want to be able to display my Hellfire droid mock when we get to it. So I'll probably switch a few things around and do building streams more often next month. We'll have to see. Plus, I have a few other original Lego Star Wars sets I have that I want to put back together. That I won't be able to get to unless I do more building streams more often. Yeah, there is some subjective plans for the future, because since I said it on the stream, it doesn't mean it's actually going to happen, so I might change my mind later. So those are just my thoughts on that stuff for now. Yeah. Are there any new games coming out that anyone knows that look like they might be fun? Let me know. I'm trying to think. I've heard recently that I saw a rumor today that maybe Lucasfilm Games. Okay, speaking of Lucasfilm Games, I'm glad that they are doing it themselves again instead of just letting EA have exclusive access to anything Star Wars. However, why are they using Lucasfilm Games when they could just reuse LucasArts? Is it due to a trademark or copyrights and stuff? Is that why they can't go back to LucasArts? I want them to just go back to LucasArts. Why the name Lucasfilm Games? Just do LucasArts again. Bring back the LucasArts. But I can understand if it's because of a trademark or a copyright or thing like that. That's why they did. But if it's not if it doesn't have anything to do with those, then I think it's dumb and they should just go back to LucasArts. Bring back the favorites of LucasArts. There's my little rant about that. Anyway, I heard that there's possibly going to be an Old Republic game soon-ish. There's also, and then the other game, Star Wars rumors I've heard forever is there's going to be a Fallen Order 2. There's going to be a Fallen Order sequel. There's going to be a what was the other game I heard? A Battlefront 3 rumor. There's been that rumor forever, and now it's even more around because of the fact that Battlefront 2 is no longer being updated and stuff. So there's a good possibility there might be one. There's that. It's not a rumor because it's been confirmed. There's that one Star Wars game being developed by the Bethesda child company, meaning that Bethesda owns the studio that's making the game, therefore making Bethesda the parent company. I forget what that game is supposed to be about though. I feel like it's supposed to be a High Republic-like game, but that might just be because I keep seeing a bunch of stuff about the High Republic these days. So I could be wrong about that. Ah, there's another windshield I was supposed to pull out, but I forgot. Yeah, has anyone heard of any like actually confirmed games that are gonna be coming out soon, or other Star Wars game rumors? Those ones I'm okay discussing and talking about. When it comes to Lego Star Wars though, and other Star Wars rumors, I really don't care. But it's always intriguing to talk about Star Wars games though, because that's something I'd like to become as like my career as a video game designer. So talking about these rumors is actually beneficial because it can spark creativity and maybe a few ideas that maybe I can use down the road. Give me 1 second. Apparently a Christmas song decided to come on. Not like anyone can hear it. I don't think anyone in chat can actually hear the music at this point, but I can hear it, so let me change it off of this song. There we go. Shouldn't be on a Christmas song now. Yeah, I don't really see anything else in here that I really need to pull out. We'll find out as soon as I like pour it, like dump it onto the table though. So let's start doing that. Let me get this other container out of the way. What I like to do is quickly just make a pile of all the Technic beams with studs in one pile, and then I put all the Technic beams without studs into a pile, mainly because they make up like the majority of the large parts in these containers, and so by pulling up, setting them aside makes it easier to get to everything else. It's also just been a while since I've actually sorted any Lego, so I'm trying to remember really how I do this. Like my preferred method, like the sorting video I posted talks about like the general categories and phases I do, but it doesn't really discuss like how I sit here and sort out this container specifically into the smaller containers and whatnot. At least that I can remember, because I recorded that video about a month ago. Or like 2 weeks ago, so I don't quite remember exactly what I said and did not say in that video. By the way, I hope you all enjoyed the Lego humor I tried to accomplish in the first little bit there in that video. If you don't know what I'm talking about, go check out that video. Speaking of that, I should probably, one of the videos I should release for this next week is one of my mock videos. Yeah, for those of you who haven't heard, so I still only release like 2 videos a week, but they release on different days. Oh, there's another Christmas song. What the heck? Get out of here. Christmas is over. I thought I removed all my songs, but I guess I missed the ones. Those ones don't actually have the word Christmas in them, so that's probably why I missed them. But yeah, I still only release like 2 videos a week, and then I do the 2 streams on Saturday. But with my new video schedule, the 2 videos come out at different days of the week, depending on what the content of the video is. But I'm gonna try to always release at least 1 Lego video a week, and then yeah. I was about to say I'd try to release another type of video every week, but that's not really the case. I guess one thing I should probably start talking about right now as well is I do have a mock contest running currently. So if you want to enter that, that video came out last week as well. I think it was like a bonus 3rd video for last week, or it was the week before, I can't remember. I do need to do a better job with this contest of like hyping it up and talking about it though, because unfortunately most of the mock contests I've done have had very few entries into. I already know about 3 people who are already planning on entering, and I think Republic Bricks, who was here in the stream earlier, entered as well. However, I can't find his comment. I can't find their comment, of their video so yeah, I'm gonna hop on that video. So yeah, it should be a lot of fun. Once I start seeing people post their like entries, I'm gonna put together a playlist of it so everyone can see it. Yes, I am doing a mock contest. You must have just come back as I was talking about it. Yes, I am doing a mock contest. There should be there's a video about it on my channel. It's called the thumbnail at least says I asked, you delivered. And I think the title of it is like 200 mock mock contest announcement video. But yes, I am hosting one currently. It'll end February 14th, so it ends Valentine's Day. Kind of funny, kind of not. I didn't mean it to end on Valentine's Day, but that's just when it is. I already know of 3 to 4 people who are going to enter, and 1 person who has already entered. I need to not be lazy about it, so I need to put together a playlist for it, so that way when people do enter in their mocks, I can put their mock into a playlist for everyone to view and like kind of look at. Also, that would just help me be able to figure out who actually entered the contest, because that was an issue for the last mock contest. I kind of forgot who entered, which was a big problem for a while there. But yeah, the prizes should be pretty good. Should be pretty cool. Yeah. Are you saying that you are going to enter DLK, or are you asking me if you can enter? And again, are you telling me that I can make a playlist, or are you asking me to make a playlist? Okay, make sure to add a question mark at the end of your things. I'm very... How do I describe this? When it comes to text and stuff, I'm very black and white and very... I have a very hard time understanding what people are saying unless they specifically like use punctuation and grammar and stuff. So try your best to include grammar and things in your posts. I know it can be difficult, especially if you're on mobile, because mobile sucks. But yeah, I'm going to make a playlist so when people enter their mocks into the mock contest, people can go and view what other people have entered. And if you're then also asking me if you can enter, I mean, yeah, anyone can enter as long as you follow the rules. So just go check out the video to go find out what the rules are. Yeah, like I said, it's not a big problem, DLK, but I will if you don't, I will always ask, like, what do you mean by that? Just because, yeah, I have a hard time understanding what people are saying most of the time, unfortunately. Like I said, it's also the difference of if you're on mobile, if you're on a computer, because mobile just sucks to do like anything right. And I can attest to that because I've watched plenty of streams on my phone, and it's just so difficult to like chat with people because of the way mobile chat works. I think I need this part for that homing spider droid mock from Rebrickable, but I need it in like a silver color, which kind of blows. I don't have it. I don't have that part in the silver color, I don't think. Or if I do, I have no idea where it is. I also am now currently finding more parts that I should have noticed before to pull out and put into a different thing. That's fantastic. Yeah, if anyone in chat is interested in joining the mock contest, do be sure to check out the mock announcement video to make sure that you know what the rules are, because at this moment I wouldn't be able to tell you. I don't remember what the rules are, so you need to go make sure you check out the video for it. Yeah. Oh, it does? I never got the advent calendar. I never even saw the 2020 advent calendar in stores. It just wasn't there. The advent calendar I ended up doing was from like 2016 or 17, because my family had bought me one around that time, and I just never got to it. So I started building it. I built that for my advent calendar this year, or rather last year, instead of the 2021. Which was nice, because I got like a snow trooper out of it, I got a stormtrooper out of it. Nice. Those two things. Normally I'd say that's kind of crummy, because I am a Clone Wars guy, but for my army building project, I do need a ton of stormtroopers and snowtroopers. So it was nice to get one of each, and one of each of the styles that I want. The snowtrooper uses the new helmet mold. That's even more accurate. And then the Stormtrooper was using the Rogue One style of helmet, which is the design of helmet I like the most. I'm not a huge fan of the new dual mode now that I've reminded myself of what Stormtroopers actually look like. When they first came out, I thought they were pretty cool. Dual mode look awesome. And then I started watching like the Mandalorian and stuff. It's like, oh wait a minute, these dual molded helmets don't actually look like that. I do like how they're using dual molds though, like doing dual molded stuff these days. I think that's really cool. But yeah, that Stormtrooper helmet does need a few adjustments to it. The one thing that is really nice, especially if you're doing an army like I am, where you need a lot of the Rogue One style of helmet, is the new Stormtroopers that have the dual molded helmets actually have the same printing on their legs and torsos as the Rogue One Stormtroopers did. So all you really need to do is find a bunch of Rogue One Stormtrooper helmets out there being sold. You can always buy the full fig if you can, but if you can't, all you have to really do is go find the helmet and just buy a bunch of the dual molded full figs, and then just swap the helmets, and boom, you got your troops. Then the issue is, then what are you going to do with all those dual molded helmets? And that's an issue that I still haven't addressed. Right now they're just chilling in a drawer. So I don't know what I'm gonna do with them yet. I'm trying to think of where to start with this container, because I'm at the point where I probably should start like either dump it out on my table so we can start like seriously sorting it out, or what. I don't know. Man, I didn't realize I'd ever have this issue, because for a while there, for most of my winter break, I would sort stuff like every day. But now that I've taken like a week off of it because I'm back at school, I don't quite remember how I tackled this stuff, which kind of blows. But I'll think about it once I take a drink. Hey, what's up, Brick Flyer? Welcome to the stream. How are you doing today? As you can tell, we are doing some sorting. I'm trying to think of how to best accomplish sorting this right now, actually. Yeah. I'm doing pretty good. One thing, I forgot to eat breakfast today because I decided to sleep in. And me sleeping in when I stream is a bad thing. It means I don't have time to eat breakfast. But it's fine. The stream isn't actually going to be lasting that much longer. I think we've only streamed for about an hour now, which is crazy. Felt like it was going to go felt like it's been a lot longer than that, but yeah, we'll be going for the normal 3 hours, so we'll have another 2 hours of this stream. I also apologize if I sound nasally, because I am. I don't know why, but I am. Nice. Yes, looks like a sorting day, indeed. I'm just trying to think of the best way of accomplishing the task of sorting this right now. Oh. So I've already sorted out all the things I felt like I needed to that were huge. this thing I do need to sort out though, as well. I need to just throw that over there. And all these curve parts. I need to put over there too. Alright, see ya DLK. Have a great rest of your day. Hopefully you might be able to make it to either later to this stream or the stream that will go on later today. Don't stress myself out. I'm not stressed. I'm just like trying to get back into the groove because I haven't sorted any parts in about a week, and so I'm out of that. I'm out of my groove that I had going. Yeah, I'm just trying to figure out like the best way of going about this. All I really remember is I would dump this out, and I would grab a container, and then just search in this pile for that specific part, which is probably what I'm gonna have to do. For some reason, I just feel like that's gonna be really slow, and it probably is, but we do have 2 hours to kill, so might as well. So let me go mute my mic for 1 second. Welcome to the stream, Crystal. Yep, you're the only mod in chat right now, which is fine. I know where the survivalist is. He wouldn't be able to join if he wanted to anyway. So let me mute my microphone for 1 second so I can dump this container out. Or not, because I can't seem to find a good way of just muting the microphone. So let me let me just try and dump this out as quietly as I can. Yeah, you're welcome, Crystal. You're the main reason that video came out. You're the main reason I actually decided to make that video, because you asked. I delivered. Alright, here we go. Here comes the loud noise, everyone. Brace yourself for the loud noises. Alright, it wasn't that loud. At least for me. Maybe it was like extremely loud for all of y'all, I don't know. At least for me, it wasn't that loud. Oh yeah, you beg. Oh yeah, that's right. There's certain parts in here that I need to make sure I pull out because they are for my Hellfire droid. Like I just found one of the parts I need for one of the wheels. And I think I just found a few others too, but I'll make sure I keep those aside. Hey, what's up, Nolark? Welcome to the stream, my dude. How are you doing today? Have you finally been able to finish your stop motion in the works? Wait. Mic quality isn't what it normally is? What do you mean by that? Do I sound like I'm going through a tunnel or something? I didn't even know you were planning on selling sets, Crystal. Distance and echoey? Huh. Hopefully I sound better now. I just moved my microphone a bit. Well, the muffled bit might just because I'm a bit nasally right now. Yeah. I don't know. I had an issue at the beginning of the stream where my microphone wasn't even being picked up by Streamlabs and stuff, so sounds exactly the same. Huh, weird. I will investigate for the later stream for today, because I'm not sure what it is. I don't really want to work on it either, though. Oh, really? Oh, you know, that might actually be it. Okay, give me 1 second, chat. Yeah, I forgot. I forgot the webcam even had a microphone. Alright, give me 1 second. That might also mean I might have to unplug my the webcam for 1 second. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, it doesn't even see my snowball microphone being plugged in, so I'm gonna have to I don't know. Can you all hear me now? Do I sound a lot better? For some reason, it's just like not recognizing my microphone. Oh. I sound the same. Yeah, I can't fix it right now. I'll have to do it later. It's just not recognizing my snowball for some reason. Alright. Oh, you finally looked up Portal, Brickwire? Nice. So you play softball, Mullet? Interesting. The Mandalorian fighter is both a fighter and a transport. Freaking huge. It's really big for being a fighter. The Lego set is deceiving. The Lego set we got that has like pre-visual in it is very deceiving. It's supposed to be way bigger than that. Yeah, my apologies if for this whole time that my microphone has been weird because I didn't realize. I should have realized because when I set up today's stream, when I told it which microphone to use. It just said USB 2 microphone. I was like, that doesn't say Snowball. But I was like, okay, well, maybe it's just being dumb. Turns out it is being very dumb and just not using the right one. I wonder if I might have accidentally, like, damaged my Snowball cord. Because it's like, it's plugged in right now. It's getting power and everything, so I wonder if I might have damaged it while I moved it, when I transported it yesterday. Hope not. I mean, there might be two different ones, but the only one I have in my mind is both a fighter and a transport. Like the one we see in the Mandalorian show that Bo-Katan used, that's technically a fighter, but they also use it as a transport because it's freaking huge. Huge. If you're wondering, all these like lime green and dark red parts are from one of those Galaxy Squad sets. Is that the name of that theme? The one that had all the bug aliens, enemies, and the blue and white soldiers. The spinning function it has. Yeah. You know, that spinning function is somewhat similar to Boba Fett Slave 1. To the Slave 1 in the fact that the Slave 1 has to do that full, like, rotation of the ship in order for it to actually be in flight mode. It's a very loose similarity, but I mean, it's just the fact that both of them spin. There's a fan class? I don't know that. For everyone who just joined the stream a little bit ago, I've spent the last couple of days putting together a new putting together a new spin wheel that I'll work on off camera, which is going to be all of the all canon and all Legends vehicles, air speeders, and all of those things. And then I'm also going to spend some time this upcoming week as well. I'm going to recreate the homing spider droid and the separatist shuttle from Brick Vault, since those are the two instructions I've bought so far, in studio, so that way I can make easy modifications to them. That way I can make the other variants of those vehicles and droid. Vehicle and droid, because in Legends at least there's a few different variants of the homing spider droid, and both in Legends and canon there's quite a few different variants of that separatist shuttle. Spin, shoot, spin, spin. I hear spinning's a good trick. Hey, another part for the wheels for the Hellfire droid. Nice. Why did I put all these parts in here? Most of these parts I need. Why did I put them in here? Silly ClonePlays from like months ago. Why do you do these things? And this Slave 1 is already owned by Mandalorian. Huh? Oh, maybe. That I might be confusing the Fang with the Cormet, or however you say that as well. And they die. Oh. Oh, I don't know if I asked this question yet, Nolan. Have you been able to finish your stop motion that you have in the works? Alright, what part do I want to specifically search for at this very moment to sort out? Probably all these different pins that I see everywhere. That will at least help cut down the amount of color. Let's go for these ones. Probably should have left this into it in the container, but it's fine. The slower I go, the more content I have. Just kidding, I would never do that. Never did waste time for content. About your what? Oh, your camera? Wait, what? What about my camera? My camera's not spinning. What are you talking about? Get it done today? Nice. Hey, another part for the wheels. Nice. And another part. Nice. By the way, if anyone in chat, I doubt you can actually see this because of how zoomed out I am. Maybe I should zoom in. I think I can zoom in with the webcam. Maybe not. Either way, if you can see a 1x2 plate with a 12-ball connector piece, let me know. That is the one part I still need for that tri-droid that I built with Coconut on Wednesday. If I can find that part, I can build the tri-droid and just leave it sitting right here to enjoy. Okay, Crystal. Okay. No problem, Brookfire. I just don't understand what the camera, the joke about the camera. I don't remember what I said, so I don't know. How's phase 4ing? Phase 4 coming along? I said in my video why I can't do it, dang it. Yeah, phase 4 is a some people would just call it a pipe dream, some people would call it something else, but yeah, it's far out there. That's like this summer. That's gonna be this summer. That's this summer's goal. I do have a few prototypes I built like last summer for an auto sorter. If you guys want, I can show them off at the end of the stream. If we can get like 10 likes, I'll actually, what are we even at right now? Yeah, if we can get 10 likes on the stream, I'll showcase the prototype stuff. Just so you all know that I'm not crazy. I actually have thought about it, and I've built a few things. Hey, what's up, Trendoshan? Why are you tired, bro? Oh, you woke up 30 minutes ago? That makes sense. That was me when this stream started. I only woke up half an hour before I started streaming today. Do you guys know? Oh, think. The two Mandalorians that are always with Bo-Katan are the same two? No, I think they're different. But then again, I haven't seen Season 7 of the Clone Wars show in about 6 to 8 months, so my remembrance could be very wrong. 5.5 hours ago. Hey, what's up, Coconut? Welcome to the stream. Yes, and I apologize that my voice sounds kind of weird. It's because Streamlabs decided to be dumb and is only recognizing the microphone in my webcam and not my snowball. Yeah, and I tried to fix it moments ago, and I can't, because I think I might have damaged my snowball's USB cord by accident. I don't know how, but it might be damaged. I'll have to find out. Hopefully I can fix it for the stream I do later today. Oh, by the way, Coconut, now that you're here, let me show you what I was talking about when I messaged you that thing. So here's that tri-droid again. Coconut quality streams? Heck no, don't call me that. Oh! You guys can't even see what I've been doing. The stream, the freaking webcam's been stopped working. Hold on. I need to force the webcam to update. What is going on here? Why is it all broken? What? Turn back on. What the heck? And stuff back in the middle of streaming. One sec, chat. I'm sorry for this. Okay, now it's back on. Okay, hopefully y'all can see what's going on. Apparently there's something off with my USB ports on my laptop. I think that's what it is. Oh wait, you guys couldn't even hear me that whole time? Oh, maybe it forced itself to use my snowball now. I don't know. Anyway, hopefully you can now see this. So, Coconut, you see the treasure that we built? When I shut the webcam off, the other mic was on. Oh, that's so weird. It's back to... But I need the webcam on so you can actually see what I'm doing. Okay. Yeah, so now that you can see that, so this is what it looks like when you switch that Technic axle for a, you can't use a lightsaber blade, you have to use one of these longer rods. But when you switch to one of these longer rods, you can make the whole thing spin. So you can now actually choose where the eyes and the cannons point. I'm not sure if the droid is actually able to do that, because in that one scene you can see it in, I don't think you can actually see the droid like move its eyes, move its head around, but I think it's the best thing for it, because at least in that one picture, the main eye and cannon is like how it is right now, between both legs and not like over one leg. Is it minifigure scale? It's supposed to be. It's the closest to minifigure scale that I could get it to be. Yes, the droid now actually moves its head. This is the small one, by the way, chat. This is the one on Utapau. The one on Utapau in that one scene is very short. Do not confuse this with the giant one you can see on Chrysosis. This is the little brother. The one on Chrysosis is the big brother. This is the small brother, not the big brother. That's also why it's not in blue. If I built the big brother, this guy would be in blue, but he's not. This is in Utapau colors. How much are the instructions? Right now they're not released, and probably for the time being they will be free. But I am probably gonna see if I can switch over for them to cost money, just so I can make, I don't know, a tiny amount of money. That way I can put all that money back into Lego. Yes, there were very big guys and very small guys, and unfortunately a lot of people who came to that stream were very confused. Because most people, and I can understand, have never actually seen the small brother, small boy. They've never seen the small boy, they've only ever seen the big boy. Yes, don't confuse it with the Magna. This is the combat one. The combat one's very small. But yeah, for the moment, whenever I actually get around to releasing the instructions, they will be free. But eventually, I'll probably ask for like $5 for them. And it's not like I'm trying to make money off of it just to make money off of it. The point would be then to finance all of the earnings that I would get from these instructions and stuff back into the Lego house. So basically, it would be kind of a way of donating, but you get a thing in return. Because it'd basically be like you guys donating money to the channel, and that money would then be put into the channel for Lego and whatnot. Basically, like stuff for the channel. Maybe getting a brand new webcam or something, like stuff like that. So it wouldn't go straight into my own pocket. The money that you use to buy the instructions would be used for the channel. More Cheerios? Nice. Wait, there's ones on Stackle Miner? Wait, aren't those the big boys though? I think they're the same, Crystal. It's in the lore that the tri-droids have different armaments to their cannons. It's also not the case that they're always in blue too. The ones we see during the Battle of Nagito, which are the big boys, aren't blue. They're more of this dark tan color. Nice one, Coconut. Nice one. Oh yeah, except for the thruster on the bottom. I haven't seen Season 7 in a while, so I don't quite remember a few of the cool things there. He'll be back, he'll see it, and he'll probably roast you, Coconut, for saying that. Yeah, hopefully I can fix the dilemma that's going on. So I still sound like muffled and stuff, right, chat? I think, hopefully it's not the case that my blue snowball is, the cord is damaged. I think it might be, I need to reconfigure my USB ports, possibly, on my laptop. Were you able to find all the parts? So I'm actually currently hoping to find the one part I need in this pile of brick, in this pile of stuff. I hope it's in here. Either this one or the special container that's behind it. Keep sorting, keep sorting, keep sorting. Oh, one fortunate but also very sad thing I learned is in the LEGO community, I may be the only person who goes by the nickname of Clone these days. Mr. Clone Studios has quit his LEGO channel. Which I say the only good thing about it is the fact that people won't get me and him confused when people say Clone in chat, but it is very sad to see a person quit LEGO. Especially with the size of the channel that he had, but I can understand the reasons why he is going to quit. Yeah. Oh, you found a store? Dang it, that was me. I found a store that had everything but the one part. I'm glad you were able to find a store that had everything though. Are you gonna build a tri-droid for Claire? What? Man, Wikipedia is so good. That's where I get all of my information. Unless it's like from the movies and stuff. We shall see. Alright, man. I'll look forward to seeing it. I'm like so much out of the groove right now to do sorting, but it's slowly starting to come back to me. And if I can tell from my containers that I have parts in, I think these are the last two I need to do for a long time. Alright, see you in a little bit, Replay. Uh-oh, Crystal is getting all technical up in here. Get out of here with your technical words. Have any of you been able to get the new... I say new, it's actually, they're not new anymore. Have any of you been able to get the January wave of sets? I haven't found them anywhere. They're probably at the LEGO store in my state, but I haven't made it to that. I haven't made it to the LEGO store in like 6 months, so. Well, this is a good place to be in there because once you are able to get me on a topic, I'll talk about it for hours. I will, Crystal. Don't worry. That's one of the things I just added to the spin wheel that I put together. I literally stumbled across the name of that the other day. Yesterday, in fact. It's on my list of things to build as far as vehicles and stuff are concerned. I found out, at least in Legends, that vehicle is actually an old Republic design as well. And then the Trandoshans just happen to have one too. Now, you can always fact check me on that one though. I barely read the Legends page on it. As soon as I saw it was in canon, I added it to my canon list of who's on. How's I know you talked about it on Wednesday, I think, Trandoshan, but how's your Bana coming along? I know you said the progress is coming slow, so hopefully progress is a little bit more coming along these days. Hopefully. Oh. Yeah, I think that's all of those parts. You know, I haven't found the part I'm looking for though, so you get a little worried. It's not even here. It's not that big of a deal. I would just really like to have the Tri-Droid actually have all three legs though. Welcome back, Noel. You don't give a one. I actually like the TIE Fighter. It looks really cool. It looks like it's in the right scale to just instantly be part of like the Rebel style of sets. A few modifications would need to be done, but that it already looks like it's in the right scale because in the Rebel show the TIE Fighter wings were designed purposely to be a bit shorter. It's not a Tri-Droid. Exact. Well, it's battle damage, guys. It's battle damage. It's been knocked over. Like by Anakin Skywalker when he cuts the one leg off of the big boy Tri-Droid. Did you know there's not actually like a real name for the fighters that you see in Episode 3 and in the Clone Wars show that are with the Vulture droids? Their name is literally just Droid Tri-Fighter. They don't really have like a cool sounding name. But technically these are the Tri-Droids because they have 3 legs. Those are called Droid Tri-Fighters. Oh, okay, just found another one on this part. With the new sets every once in a while, I just trying to. Hey, apparently MNR had to take down that video because Lego was going to not sue him, but they forced him to take it down. So I would not get your hopes up for anything that was shared in that video. Always role playing. It's not bad. Most of the vehicles I'm going to be building come from that Clone Campaigns game, and what is it called? Battleground Campaign? Whatever that game is called, it was like an RPG, an old RPG game. Most of the vehicles I'm going to be building come from that game. I'm going to try my best to not copy all of them though, because most of them are the same vehicle, just used by different factions with a different paint job, but most of them don't make sense. Like, they have a crap ton of vehicles apparently used by the Naboo during the Battle of Naboo, during the Trade Federation invasion, that obviously were not there. You don't see them at all in the film, so most of those I'm not going to be building because they don't make sense at all. Battle pack for species, that'd be nice. Or just make more alien species in general. Alright, time to start sorting out a different thing. I can already feel it. I'm going to have a lot of sorting to do off camera, but that's fine. It'll probably take me by the end of the stream to link to the group, so it's going to take me a bit. Are you asking me, Coconut, or are you asking someone else to check? Just because we don't see them doesn't mean they weren't there. I mean, that's true, but I really don't want to. I don't want to just keep. I don't want to just keep color swapping like the same vehicle over and over again. I think that'd be kind of boring. And some of them really just don't make sense that they would be there. I can't name any names of vehicles at the moment, but when I was going through the list on Wikipedia yesterday and the day before, there were plenty that were like, this vehicle makes no sense to be part of the Naboo Royal Forces and stuff like that. Yes, there will be another stream. I haven't made it public yet. I'll make it public after this stream is over. If I remember right, it's going to be on The Force Unleashed, so we'll see how that goes. If the game doesn't work very well, I'll just play it. We'll play a different game. I mean, actually, if the Force Unleashed game doesn't work very well, we'll either do more Portal or I'll do a different Star Wars game. I'll see you guys. Oh, you gotta take off? Alright, see you, Trend Ocean. Bye. There are plenty of other places on the planet. We just went to really... Because Italian architecture type to replace. That is true. That is true. That Italian architecture has been here for hundreds of years. Don't wanna blow it up, you know. Play Republic Command? I don't want to play Republic Commander again though. I just finished playing it months ago. We'd probably play something different. If I can get it set up, it'd probably be like Classic Battlefront 2. If that doesn't work, it'd be like one of the other Star Wars games I bought for Christmas. So like Dark Forces 1, Dark Forces 2, Jedi Knight Academy, or whatever that game is called. Or if we really want to, I can play more of the complete saga. I was planning on doing that next Saturday, but I'll probably do it this Saturday this as well. But who knows? First, we're gonna see if the Force Unleashed works, and if it's even possible to stream it. If it doesn't, then we'll work on some other stuff. Alright, see you, Kristen. Thanks for hanging out. You know, I never actually heard the hyenas laugh until the other day. Like, I never, I guess, listened closely enough to actually hear the hyena bombers laugh. I had never heard that audio before until the other day. Or, I heard it, but I never realized that was the droids laughing. I never realized that. Beforehand, watching those episodes. I was always confused why they were called hyena bombers until now, so it was good to finally be able to realize why. My thing with the droid tri-fighters was just the fact that it's kind of like a generic sounding name, whereas the hyena bombers, that's less of a generic name. Oh, has he been calling the hyena bomber a vulture droid this entire time? Has he really been doing that? I honestly don't watch any M&R videos, so I don't know. I've talked about this before. I really only watch the big YouTubers when they do mods. And unfortunately, Solidworks Studios and M&R, they really just do a bunch of like vlog-like videos. I'm not a huge fan of vlog-like videos, but I don't watch any of them. I also don't like watching spoiler videos or anything like that, because I'd rather be surprised. Yeah, their content right now, Solidworks Studios, when he's working on mocks, I'm all in. Like, I love watching those videos, but right now, I don't care about it. But yeah, has he really been complaining about the hyena bomber and calling it the vulture droid all these years? That's funny.
It says on the box hyena. Actually, what does Lego call that? What does Lego call a hyena bomber? What did they call it on the set? I'm not sure if they actually call it the hyena bomber. Just like they do every time with the Jedi Starfighters and the Jedi Interceptors. They never call them the Eta 2 or the Delta 7s. They just call them Jedi Starfighter and Jedi Interceptor. Was it? Did they actually call it on the box? Hyena Droid Bomber. Okay, so he's just being dumb. You know, if someone complains that much about it, you would think they would just go look it up on Bricklink and figure it out, or go look up the set or something. That's what I did. Coconut, you're still here. That's what I did with the Yoda Starfighter. You know how I complained about how R2 is actually super exposed and stuff? Turns out, that's how it's supposed to be. When you look at Yoda's Eta 2, R2-D2 is really, really exposed. I didn't remember him being that exposed, but he is. One thing I learned that is different between how it's supposed to be and how Lego did it is the cockpit opening. So I modified that. Yoda's whatever, his modified interceptor he used in season 6. That's what I'm talking about. It's like a super modified Eta 2. It's in the same style. Don't fight me on this, Nolar. I don't know the official names for everything. Only the things I care about. I don't really care about Yoda Starfighter. I only care about it because I felt it the other day. I feel like I've been missing a ton of the parts I'm supposed to be pouring out right now because I'm just chatting and not looking at the pile. Well, I'm giving it the official name of Eta 2 Modified Class. There you go. I made up a name for it. If it doesn't have a name on it, don't fight me over a name. Call it whatever I want. Because the way it looks like it's an Eta 2 designed for his species. I'm gonna know about 3 of them. So. Is it confirmed? Do we know if Yoda even had a Delta 7 or Yaddle? Did Yaddle ever have a Delta 7? Not even close. What are you talking about, Nolan? I can see why you're saying that there are huge differences between the two, but of all of the ships we see the Jedi use, Yoda's ship is the closest to resembling an Eta 2 compared to any of the other ships. So my thought process is just a highly either customized or highly modified Eta 2. And going back to my point, because we don't actually know what the heck it is, I can say whatever I want. I can claim it to be whatever I want. Until we get an official word on it, it can be whatever I want it to be. That's what I'm gonna do. That's what I'm gonna have to do for a lot of these vehicles I'm gonna be making. All we have is a name and like history of how they were used. Don't have any description of what they actually look like, so I can make them look like however I want. I mean, that's how I see it being though. Like, what do you see it being then? What do you see it being? Do you think it's a completely new ship, or do you think it's just highly modified of something else? I'm grabbing the wrong part. What is wrong with me right now? Let's grab the right part. I would do a comparison, but like I mentioned earlier, I left the Yoda Starfighter at the dorm room. Right now I'm back in my home, and I don't actually have an Editu like. I do actually own Obi-Wan's, but that one's been disassembled. And I don't have any Delta 7s right now because those have also all been disassembled. I love how we're just going off on each other right now, Noah. There's about some fictional stuff. We're a bunch of nerds. That's fine. That's what we're here for. An Edo 1? You think it's like a predecessor to the Edo 2? That is true. If there's a Delta 7, that means there's a Delta 1 through 6. I like that line of thinking of it being like an Edo 1 because it could be like a predecessor or like a or it could be a prototype Edo 2. I like any of those ideas. I like my idea of it just being a highly modified Edo 2. I also really like your idea of it being like either a predecessor or I like what I just suggested of maybe it was a prototype Edo 2 that Yoda just happened to really like. I do find it kind of weird though that Yoda would be down to have that ship though, because isn't that ship like heavily armed? If his ship is in the same family as like the Edo 2, isn't the Edo 2 like heavily armed? Aren't they pretty powerful turbo lasers, or are they like light? Are they light turbo lasers? Two models of the same two. Oh, so you think? Oh, so maybe it's even like an maybe it's an Edo 2A or Edo 2B or something. I mean, that would probably be along the lines of my heavily modified Edo 2. So maybe that's what I'll call it. If it turns out to be a heavily modified Edo 2, I'm going to call it the Edo 2B. They're light Starfighter. Oh, okay. Then never mind. I guess so. I guess Yoda would be fine with that. I don't know. I just never thought Yoda would ever have a starship that actually had blasters on it, but it's fine. Alright, so you a little bit, no. For everyone else who's in chat, do any of you know which Jedi have Edo 2s? That's something I want to make an entire. I want to eventually. What's most likely going to happen? I'll make the studio files for them. It'll take me years to put together the actual ship, but I want to make an Edo 2 and a Delta 7 or a Delta 7B or the ones we see in the Clone Wars show for every Jedi that we know of that had one, in both canon and Legends. Like, did you know in Legends Ahsoka Tano had a pod racer? It was in one of those Clone Wars comics. And that kind of stuff you just want to know about because it's only in Legends. Because they've only done that particular story in Legends, so I thought it was pretty cool. Like, I just learned there's so many more pod racers than I ever thought there were because I just went through the whole pod racer category on Wikipedia. There's a lot more in canon than I thought, which is the only unfortunate thing is right now most of the pod racers, specifically pod racers, that you see in the Phantom Menace are still listed as only Legends, because no one has gone in and made the canon pages for them yet. So, and you know they're in canon because it says sources, you see them in the Phantom Menace, which is a movie, which is canon. So it's like, oh, well, someone just hasn't gone around and made a canon page for these things yet. And I'm not going to, because I don't know how to do that stuff. I'm just there to get the information that's already there. So, but yeah, I learned there's like crap ton more pod racers and legends that I never knew about until now. And they have some really interesting designs. So I'm actually really, it'll be really cool whenever the spin wheel picks one of those pod racers for me to build. I think it'll be very interesting. It'll be very interesting the way, if I'm actually able to accomplish this goal of building them all, it'll be really cool to see, because a lot of these armies that we're aware of, like the clone army, the droid army, the Naboo fleet, the Naboo royal forces and things, it'll be really cool to see because boosted by Legends vehicles and stuff, many of these planets have a ton of vehicles and stuff that you might not be aware of. And most of this stuff has never been done in LEGO before. So it'd be good for the channel, but also just be really good for people to see like, hey, I didn't know that was the thing. Like, I just recently learned yesterday, too, of a really cool variant of the armored assault tank for the Trade Federation that flies. A flying AAT. And it looked really cool. Albeit, though, I have to wait until the spin wheel gets to it. I want to use the spin wheel so I don't just build all the ones that look really cool and never build the other ones. I want to build everything. So. Spin wheel for the win, hopefully. Put the body in the lead. I don't want it. I like that. How much of that little rant did I just do? Alright. How much of that did you just do? Oh, there's one of the comments. Just slow down. I still have not found that toe ball connector part I need. Hopefully we can find it. I have a feeling if I do have another one, it's most likely in the other container. Why for Yoda? Of course. Of course it would be. Did you also know that Anakin Skywalker had a second pod racer? Now the issue with that one is some of the pod racers are like Easter eggs for that video game that they appear in. So I'm not actually sure if the second pod racer is that, or if it actually is a Legends vehicle. I will need to well, I mean, so there's the one he uses in the Phantom Menace. I don't remember if he said he had one previously, did he? But with it being called Anakin's second pod racer, that makes it sound like he used this one after. But I could be wrong. Hey, what's up, Blue Harvest? Welcome to the stream, my dude. Sorry that I'm not the most active in your Discord server, bro. I'm just very busy. One of these days I'll become more active in there. Well, hopefully. Yeah, how you doing today, Blue Harvest? What are you up to? You belong to Watto. Yeah, I seem to remember that. I need to rewatch the film. I need to watch the film. There also is in Legends a vehicle called Watto's pod racer. Again, though, that one is actually one of those Easter egg ones. It's not really in the canon, not in the continuity for Legends, but it kind of is, just because it's Easter egg. So it's kind of there. Just like, did you know a Buick is in there's a Buick in Star Wars? Did you also know there's a skateboard in Star Wars? Did you know? These are the facts they don't want you to know. How am I doing? I'm doing pretty good. I decided to sleep in today though, so I didn't actually have breakfast before streaming, so I'm a bit hungry, but that's fine. I'm only going to be streaming for about another hour. I will have a second stream today. It might be delayed though. I do have some schoolwork I need to do that I have slightly pushed off, but I should be able to get it done today. Do you hear some noises? That's just because my family members are out in the hallway. I'll just make really loud noises. These notifications, notifications. Don't you just hate it when you're like notifications sitting on your phone and you just don't really have a good way to hang on them, so they just kind of bug you? That's how I am. If I have any notification, I kind of have to look at it. Yeah. What kind of projects are you working on today, Blue Harvest? Also, what are your thoughts and opinions on the January wave of Lego sets? I like how it says there's 7 viewers, but the chat has actually has decreased in the amount of checking. Oh, it's not about the numbers. Where did I get these red ones? I think I got these from my secondhand shop. These dark, actually they're not even dark red, they're just off red worm gears. Probably lurkers, I guess, and that's fine. Lurking is totally fun. I'm fine. It would be nice to have everyone chatting, but I can understand lurking. I have to do that all the time. How long have you been playing softball for, Nolar? How did you get into softball? Because at least where I live, softball kind of has a stereotype of being a girl's game. So I'm just curious how you got into it. Hey, what up, Survivalists? Welcome to the stream. Now we have 3 mods in chat. Hey, what's up, UCS? Welcome to the stream. Did you see my message on Discord, UCS? Hey, what's up, Micah? Hey, no problem, Micah. Thanks for dropping a like, bro. Hey, welcome back, Verflag. Yeah, no problem, UCS. You can either check it now or I can just tell you now. Would you be able to do the thing next Saturday at 9 a.m. MST, or would it need to be later? I also want to move it back because I've done a bad job. I didn't actually prepare. I haven't prepared yet for it, unfortunately. So I'm the main reason why I needed to move the thing. Yeah, just the thing. I don't want to spoil it, so it's going to be called the thing. Softball is for girls and boys. Oh, nice. Where I live, I don't know if there are any boy softball teams here, which might also be the reason there's the stereotype of it being a girls' game here, because there just aren't any boy teams here. The season just started a couple weeks ago. My mic was better at the beginning. Yeah, I don't know why. I'm pretty sure it's still using the webcam mic. Apologies to everyone who hasn't heard this yet. That's why my audio might sound like garbage right now. Is because my Streamlabs has decided to only use the webcam mic that I just did not mean to move, but I just did. Instead of using my snowball, which is right next to me. So yeah. What am I sorting? I'm sorting just a bunch of random Lego parts. And also hoping to find a specific part to be able to finish this tri-droid that's just chilling off over here in the corner. Yeah, I hate stereotypes for anything. However, I can understand why certain stereotypes are a thing. Certain people just... the way they live their lives, they're making the stereotype a thing. They live the stereotype, which is so annoying to see. It's like, why are you living like this? Stop it. Stop living like the stereotype. It's like, no, that's just who they are. And so it's like, okay, well, if that's just who they are, then I can see why certain stereotypes seem a thing. The problem with stereotypes is when you apply them to everyone, we know that's not the point. That's just that one person being that way. Hopefully that makes sense. Hopefully I answered your question too, Blue Harvest. If you have another question about my sorting, let me know. If anyone's curious about why I'm sorting the way I am, I actually released a video called How to Sort last Wednesday. So if you want to know my thought process for this, go check that out. I made sense, okay, good. Oh yeah, thanks for promoting the video too, Crystal. Are the gender stereotypes? Yeah. I never had any discrimination against me for anything, except for when I was younger. But it wasn't really discriminatory, it was just because I was dumb. I was a dumb kid sometimes. So people had to yell at me to stop doing, or to start doing whatever. But I've never actually had to experience like bullying or discrimination. But that's also because of who I am. Simply, from what I've noticed, most of the stereotypes, most of the discrimination don't happen to people who look like me. So I try my best to make sure I'm not being discriminatory to anyone else or mean. I used to be very mean as a kid. Most of the time it was out of self-defense, but yeah, sometimes I get to do it. Alright, see you, Blue Harvest. Thanks for hanging out. Only Chad, Steve Facebook. Hey, if we can actually get the stream up to 10 likes, which we've surpassed, I'll show you guys my prototyping for an auto sorter. One kid asked how many Fs they can have. What? Like grades? You shouldn't have any. Oh, my college doesn't actually give out Fs anymore. They changed it. Now you can, the lowest grade you can get is an E. Which makes more sense because F doesn't come after D, E does. So they don't give out Fs, they give out E's. It's like 12 likes. Yeah, for me, I saw 11, but since we're over 10, that's all that matters. Since we reached 10, and now we're over 10, that's fine. E, yeah, basically. That's like the weirdest meme I've seen. The Markiplier meme with his face looking like Farquaad from Shrek saying E. I don't understand I don't understand the context behind that one. I don't watch Markiplier, so I don't understand. They no longer skip a letter. Time to like more girly things than used to see. That's why I hate them. Oh, I see. Okay. I see, Crystal. Yeah, I've never tended to do things that were associated with girly stereotypes. I do have action figures. No one ever like told me they were dolls, so I never had to deal with that. Then again, I mainly never had people come over to my house. With my friends that I had, I would always go to their house. I hate having people over in my own home because I hate the stress of having to be like in charge of it. I hate being in charge of people. If I can, I don't want to be in charge. I'd rather be like an advisor. I just kind of advise, but I don't actually have to make the decisions. Yeah, no, I did not see that message. I don't think that message came through. Or if it did, yeah, message. I don't mean to. Every time I move my arms and then re-put them on the table, my table shakes. So I will try to not move my arms as much as I can. So back to the Get a Y. Where it says smaller than the standard Jedi fighter of the time, which indicates to me it definitely isn't the same. I mean, smaller than the standard Jedi fighter doesn't mean it is a different model. It just means it's small. These are the kind of semantics I'm gonna have to do later, because that's the semantics I have to do for my homework for my honors class. Or I have to see if I agree or disagree with what my fellow peers have said. And make sure that what I'm saying is still part of the text that we were supposed to all read and make our opinions on. The only issue with that, like I mentioned earlier in the stream, is it has a 200 word minimum, so you have to have at least 200 words in each response. You have to do 2 responses for each student, and you have to respond to 3 students. So I have 6, I currently have 2 done, or 1 response to 1 student done, so I have 2 more to do, so I have 4 200-word paragraphs I need to write. The issue is sometimes I just don't know what I want to say, and how to make it also be in line with what the article said, or make sure it's like based off of the article and not like my own opinions and things. The issue too is it seems most of the things that my fellow peers wrote that are in the same group as me, some of them didn't base a lot of their comments off of the text. It's a bit hard to make it so I do that in my response because they didn't in the first place. So yeah, but that's what I have to get it done because it's due by 10 a.m. tomorrow. So I have to get it done. Yes. iPhone 12, iPhone. I mean, I wouldn't know. I have no idea what the iPhone 12 or iPhone 12 Plus is. No idea. Take people over when my parents are I don't know. I found your comment there funny, Crystal. Thermal equal review. Okay, good luck with that. I don't know. No, I can't just reply with I like what you said. I have to have a 200-word minimum for each response. And it's 2 responses per student. I vaguely remember learning about that, Crystal. However, it's been a while since I've been in an actual true science class. So some of my scientific knowledge I used to have is gone. But I'm slowly getting some of it back. I've slowly gotten myself back into like watching SciShow and SciShow Spins and Crash Course and things, but not as much as I used to. I used to watch those YouTube channels a ton, and I learned a ton of information. However, most of that information had nothing to do with what I actually needed to know. Is that the slide mostly doing the same stuff? So you're doing I mean, yeah, but no, I don't know. They're both still called iPhone 12s. The only difference is that plus. Study Star Wars stuff more than worse stuff. That's me right now. That is me. The best slogan for a future company in mind to make everything kind of like everything. It depends on which phase 2 clone you're talking about, UCS. Which one are you talking about? I mean, clone troopers, Lego clone troopers in general are expensive. People love them. People love their clones so much. Phase 2 playing clones. Oh, I missed that keyword. Yes. Especially the movie style that only came in that Clone Turbo Tank microfighter set and the that one advent calendar. Those ones are super expensive. How do you like it? I thought that was hilarious for playing. I thought that was great. I don't think you should use that for an actual company player. I thought that was hilarious. I get where you're coming from, Noel. You're just not going to change my mind. You're not going to change my mind about it. The realistic, yeah, they're super expensive. That's why I'm moving towards. I'm going to buy a bunch of Clone Army custom movie style helmets for P2 clones, P2 plane clones, and then. Because the rest of that P2 figure is actually quite more common, it's only that dang helmet It's only that helmet that's quite expensive, and the blade printing is kind of expensive too separately. That torso is kind of common because that torso is the same one they use for the plain P1 movie style clones in multiple battle packs. So I recently saw the other day there is a Bricklink store currently right now that has over 1,000 animated clone torsos. The issue is one, I don't remember how much they were selling each torso for, and two, they have a minimum buy of $100. That is my entire budget for 1 month. So yeah, but again, they have over 1,000 of these torsos. So I mean, if you need torsos, they're the place. It's like $20. Yeah. I mean, Yoda wouldn't even need like a normal edit too though, because yeah, he is super small. It makes sense that his starfighter is just so tiny. Oh, you're doing a project if you collect one of each? Oh, that is a quite reasonable project to do. Your issue is, yeah, some of your figures are going to be quite expensive. I thought you were going to do, like, the standard, like, army building, so you're going to need, like, 36 or more of that trooper. It's like, good luck with that. Good luck with that. But in a good way. I mean, I still haven't found this one part I'm looking for. It's kind of sad, but it's okay. Next time I go to my secondhand shops, I'll probably find it there. I just want to have my thing finished now! Impatience! I said short, didn't I? I did not say tall, I said short. I said short. I did not say tall. I said tall? Oh, okay, I'm done. Only missing the shock trooper. Oh, in the yellow colored 212. I'm gonna have to rewatch that clip of today's stream to make sure I said short. I said tall. Are you talking about the Clone Wars style? The animated style shock trooper UCS? Well, yes, that trooper is quite expensive. It only came in one set. Same with that miscolored. Same with the yellow 212 trooper. It only came in one set. All the clones, like I said earlier, clones in general are expensive, but especially the ones that only came in one set are super expensive. If I could time travel, I would buy 1,000 of them. I mean, I would only buy like 30. Well, I'd probably buy a platoon for. Take that back. If I could go back and have the money, I would probably buy, I don't know, like a company's worth of each bomb trooper. Except for bomb squad, because I don't really like bomb squad. Yeah, it came in that Coruscant gunship, and that's it. And then come in the other set. For that animated shock trooper. You do get 2, and that's one thing. Also, I noticed is that shock trooper is missing some printing. The official one is missing some printing because they should have some red. They should have red in their cheek area, in the cheek areas of the helmet. But Lego decided not to do that for the animated one, even though they did that for the OG P2 helmets. So have them all. That would be really cool. That'd be really cool to look at. I like how I have my minifigures set up right now. It's really cool. Especially with the advice my dad gave to move them out instead of pushing them on my deck like I was pretty. They look even better because I can see them a lot better. Okay, now what part should we start? Probably these number 2 axles. I'm gonna remove this pink comment. I don't need it up anymore. Goodbye. Goodbye, pink comment. Most people couldn't apparently hear me. I got the course on gunship, but never figured it's so expensive, except for the idea. Yeah. My mic is quiet? Have you guys seen the Coruscant gunship that was designed by Tony Hardy? Jeez, that thing is impressive. The only problem is you have to buy that set, including the parts. It's quite expensive from, I think, Minifigure Madness. But it looks so cool. It's super detailed. I believe it's minifigure scale, so it's huge. It'd be like this big or something, according to the pictures I've seen of it. Looks really cool. I would be down to buy it, but yeah, it's expensive because you have to buy. You're buying a set with parts. Like it's not just instructions. You're buying all the parts. The only other issue too is the clones. No, I'm thinking of the other set. The AT-UT that he designed also, I believe, for Minifigure Madness comes with clones. It comes with Baraka or Bakura, how do you say that? And 2 Galactic Marines, but they don't look the greatest. Wait, are you changing your mind again, Brickflyer, what you're gonna build? The Coruscant gunship built by Tony Hardy. I forget what the numbers are in this. Alrighty, see you later, Crystal. Over there, see you later, my dude. Yeah, if anyone's wondering why I probably sound like garbage right now, it's because my laptop is decided to only recognize the webcam microphone and not my snowball microphone, so yeah. No, it's cool. True, who knows at this point. I wrote down all those suggestions you guys gave me a while ago for mini mocks. I don't know if I'll get to them anytime soon, but they'll definitely be the next mocks. They'll definitely be the next mini mocks I make. Was like that Dathomir and those other ones that people suggested. Yeah, the sub goal needs to be updated. It's a couple of subscribers short of where it should be. I do like the channel is actually at 212 subscribers right now. Star Wars numbers. Am I gonna build something for it? No. Or are you talking to survivalists? I'm not gonna build something for my own contest. That'd be kind of rude. Enter something in of my own. Yeah, he's not, but people haven't subscribed during the stream, so it won't update. That person's the last person who subscribed while I was streaming. I also think that is broken too, because what I just said is probably not true. I think that counter itself is just broken. Oh, you mean the other people? Okay. All right. See ya, UCS. Hopefully you can catch either the rest of the stream, or I will be streaming in like 3 hours from now, doing something else. Cause yeah, I will probably sort the rest of this off camera, or I'm not talking with people, so I can go a bit quicker. Cause every time I start chatting with all y'all, I slow down just a bit. Remind me when we have like half an hour left of the stream. That way I have time to grab the prototype auto sorter stuff. Man, I missed a lot of these technical things that I was supposed to sort out. Or you can play more Minecraft and you thought of selling paper along. Yes, I have indeed. I do have a couple of plots of sugarcane growing at the same time as long as everything else. That is true, but I want to try to see if I can do the Force Unleashed because that is part of my stream schedule. While in the stream, Bricks Gray, welcome. Hope you're having a great day. You've caught towards the end of the stream. I will only be streaming for about 40-ish minutes until I take my 3-hour break and then stream later. Yeah, how you doing today, my dude? What have you been up to? I've just been here sorting. When I'm not streaming? Yeah, when I'm not streaming. I posted a picture on the Discord, survive this, if you haven't seen it. I posted an update picture, a sneak peek update picture of what the village place is looking like now. You're a bulldog. The names. Oh, they set it up like gnolls. What do you mean, like gnolls? I don't have it so it's laid out like an actual village. I have a villager trading hall. That entire building is just a... Is auto? No. None of my farms are automatic at this point. No. They're all manual. They're all manual farms right now. Which is a bad thing. I want to upgrade them, but the thing is I don't want to put in a ton of effort into them because that area is going to get removed once I can finally get all my tools upgraded so I can start digging the dig. Yeah, I know how to make an automatic sugarcane farm. I just haven't done it. I know how to do it. I just haven't done it. One other reason too is I actually found it quite relaxing to just go around and manually farm everything for a couple of days there. I don't find it that relaxing anymore just because of my stuff I need, but I still find it pretty relaxing. It's one of the reasons why I don't really stream that series anymore, because I want things to just go at my own pace instead of, I don't know, when I was streaming I kind of felt pressure to try and do stuff as quickly as possible, whereas now I can just take my time with it. Which is both a good and bad thing. Alright, I think that's all of those. I don't really want to sort out the smaller Technicans just because I don't have a place to put them at the moment. Oh, there's something here. So let's try to sort out. I don't know what to sort out in here. Alright, let's pick out these wheels that are in here. Is there a command with the name of a song? Yeah, there should be. I don't know what it is. There should be a command for people in chat to know what the name of the song is. Is it the one that's playing right now? Because I could also just stand up, walk over to my laptop, and tell you what it's called. Ah, okay. Survivalist got it. Gotcha. Gotcha. Has anyone found a really good use for these 2x2 round bricks that have grooves in them? I know that's really hard to see because of the dang camera light, but yeah. What was the previous song? I have no idea. I also don't think there's a really good way of me to find out, unfortunately. There's one here. Should we get people out there wearing gears and things like that? There might be a command that you can make it so it plays the previous song again, and then you would be able to get the name of it using the other command. I'm not sure though. I haven't looked into the Discord commands in a long time now. Yeah, that's why I'm doing the sorting brick line, to hopefully never have that issue again. Yeah, that's how it is for me too, North. Yesterday morning and afternoon, it was clear skies. Then that evening yesterday, it turned to rain, and this morning it turned to snow. I'm not sure if it's still snowing. I don't have my window open or my blinds open, but I don't. Yeah, it was snowing. I'm not sure if it still is though. It was a whiteout earlier. Oh dang. Just raining on the lot. Nice. That meeting today. What meeting or what? Yeah, man, there's always a reason to sort your stuff. I know it is very frustrating sometimes to do. That's why I'm really hoping to, one of these days, use some engineering prowess and put together an auto sorter so he just does it for me. But that day is not today, unfortunately. The mod meeting on the server? Maybe. I'm not sure if we need one, though. I'm the one who suggested it, right? Yeah, at this point, I don't think we need one anymore. But I could be wrong. I haven't seen anything that really needs to be, like, updated or changed. So, I don't know. I will look. I haven't looked at our meeting room chat in a little bit, though. So I'll double check that and see if we do need one. But as of right now, I don't think there is. Miscellaneous meeting. I don't know if we need a meeting for that. We could just tell Sly like, yo, calm down on those things, please. Oh, redoing the ring system. Okay, so yeah, maybe we do need a meeting then. I thought maybe we only had like one thing to talk about, but if we had more than one, then yeah, we could probably get a meeting. Trying to think of when I would actually be available to do that. Probably this evening, the only time I'd be available is this evening. But yeah, along with taking a break from streaming, like I said, I have that schoolwork I need to do, so I need to I need to do that before I can do any meeting. At this point, I'm just grabbing random parts I feel like sorting, so right now I'm just grabbing a bunch of these 2x2 brackets. There's no rhyme or reason to what I'm doing right now other than I'm just trying to get stuff into files. We can have a meeting about next week. Is that oh. Well, I forgot I posted that. It's been a long week. And also, I don't remember anyone saying yes to that either, so I kind of forgot about it. Trying to make sure I'm grabbing the right 2x2 brackets. I'm grabbing the ones that descend instead of ascend. Oh yeah, that's right, coconut streaming like 30 minutes. We could do a raid on it. Raid! I mean, I could be wrong. So, one of you guys probably did respond back to it, but like I said, I haven't looked at that particular Discord chat in a little bit, so I could be or yeah, or no one's response to that. Brownie time? What? How is it brownie time required? Did you just get some brownies done or something? Oh, nobody did? Okay. Didn't think you had to. I mean, it's nice to get confirmation that people are like wanting to. Nice for flavor. What flavor? What flavor? Is it? Assuming chocolate, it says brownie, but. Oh, alright. I was about to say I don't see any more of the brackets. I was like, oh, there's a couple right here, and then my own. 2x4 brackets. Weed flavored? Hopefully not. Unless that's things and that stuff, then I guess whatever. Here in the state that I live in, it's still only up to this nature. The state that I live in, I'm pretty sure it's still only, you can only use it for medical purposes, so just banging the brownies would be a no-no. No-no. Dang it. Didn't mean to slam my hand down on the table, it's fine. Coconut knows what's up. I mean, hey, he probably should know what's up. Everyone already associates Coconut as a stoner, the way he looks. Not saying he is, just saying it's people think you are, the way you look. Being people profiling you, even though they don't know you. Oh my, gonna make it that hard. Come on, close your mouth. There we go. Oh, here's a fun fact. I might be slightly inaccurate with this thought, with at least the movie I'm about to say it shows up in, but did you know, which movie was it? I'm pretty sure you can actually see a fire spray in episode 1. A fire spray is the class of ship that the slave one is. You can see a fire spray in episode 1. I'm pretty sure it's during one of the scenes on Coruscant. Then again, before people berate me for this, it has been like a year since I saw what I saw, so I could be completely wrong about which movie it is in, but I'm pretty sure you can see a fire spray in episode 1. One of the like background ships is just flying around, so it's not like it's not the main focus of the scene. If you're looking for it, you can find it. Everyone goes silent after I say that. I see how it is. Or maybe I said it too quietly for the stupid webcam microphone to pick it up. Who knows? Nobody knows. I don't think of what part. Actually, it's like there's half an hour left in the stream. Let me just grab the prototype stuff and start talking about it. I should probably put this configurator up here as well, just so it's out of the way. There's probably some Hellfire Droid parts in there that I need to. Oh, I didn't even put these parts up here, so that'd be other parts in front of them. I'm gonna put all these parts that we put away in the bag, just so I don't accidentally step on them. There we go, now I should be able to this stuff. I do that, do this. What the heck is this thing? Oh, this. along with the prototype auto sorter thing, I have this. I don't know what this is for, other than maybe like a rotating platform. We'll have to see. Then there's all this. I'm gonna probably disassemble all this stuff so I can have the parts again. Let me put this stuff down. What's it? Trouble accent? Yeah, basically. Wado? Yeah, that's pretty. Okay, so first thing I want to showcase is this little claw thing I designed. It's based off of one of the Robotech. The Lego line for robotics is what this is based on. So if you push on it, if it was motorized, it would open like this and close. So it is like an actual working claw. That's the best way. Come on. Yeah, an actual working claw. And then the other next thing I want to showcase is here's a conveyor belt that I built that I'm going to have all the Lego parts like run on. So I can either do this with actual Lego or I can just use paper. I want to use actual Lego, so I think that'd be cool, but I'll probably have to result with paper just because these bigger shreds are kind of expensive. There's that. This thing, which actually still seems to be set up if I just rebuild it real quick, is a sort of missing like one part, it seems. But this thing that's in my hand that has the motor is basically a way of converting the motor that's horizontal to vertical energy or whatever, so that way I can have a rotating platform. My issue with this is I think this was going to be used for Camino, my Camino mod, but I never actually got around to building Camino, so I was going to have a rotating platform for Camino, so like you could see all the details of the platform with Obi-Wan's. I was gonna put like Obi-Wan Starfighter on it and a few other things. That, and then I was gonna use it so it's gonna be like an outdoor training area for clones. I know that's not that accurate to how clones actually train, but I was gonna use it for this cool series that I was gonna start. But then since I never built the mock, I never started that series. And lastly, this is the actual auto sorter thing. So I know it's a bit weird to look at because there's all this other crap over there, but so this area right here is where the container would go. So for instance, one of these would go in there. Let me move this forward just a bit. Would go in there. This claw-like device actually would be the one that would open the drawer and force it to go in such an area. So it looked like that. Pull the claw. The device would pull it in here. Claw would come up, and then right here is where the Lego would sit. And so then the part would, if I disconnect it from the motor, the trap door would open. The part would fall in. Then the trap door would close again. And then the claw device would come in and push the container closed. And then the other thing about this device is this would be on wheels so that it would move from side to side, so it could like grab different containers and go up and down, so it can grab different heights of containers. So that's as far as I got with the auto sorter. This is actually not the auto sorter part. Like this isn't the machine that would actually sort the Lego into different, or rather, this is not the device that makes it so only one Lego part comes right here at a time. Because that's how you have to have it, is one Lego part at a time. That's going to be the machine that I was going to work on later, but then I gave up on this for the time being. This device is just so you could put the one part that's sitting on the trapdoor into its respective container. But yeah, it works okay. It's pretty disassembled at this point. Like none of the motors actually would do their jobs at this point. But when I had it working, it worked pretty well. Biggest issue is the trapdoor would get caught when trying to make it so it would re-close. So after we'd open and the part would drop, having it close back up and go back to being in its original state was kind of dumb. And then getting the claw device on this bottom portion to work was also quite difficult, but eventually I got it. Alright, see you, Noel. Yeah, no problem. I'm not going to be streaming for much longer. Showcasing all this stuff didn't actually take that long. So if any of you in chat have any questions about this, let me know. Any questions about this thing also that would make it so you can have rotating platforms and stuff, let me know. But I'm going to be done with the sorting for now at least. So let me know if you have any questions. We're just going to be chatting for this last little bit. Yeah, so my hope is to eventually use something similar to this. Obviously in better colors, like I want it to actually look good and not be this rainbow color like it is right now. Use a machine like this to be part of my auto sorter. If you watch the how to sort video, I showcase at the very end the secret here of the auto sorter. Go watch that video. That video is what inspired me to do this. I believe his name is Daniel something. I gave him credit in the description, but I forgot to give him credit in the video itself. But if you go watch his video is what inspired me to do mine, because I think I'm going to do a similar process as he did. Except for, at the end, when his parts get sorted, they just go into these general categories. What I'm going to have is, so when the part is separated, so there's one part coming down the line at a time, it lands on this trapdoor and then goes, and this device, this machine takes it to its the location of where that part is stored and puts it away. I hope to make this part of the device actually smaller if I can. But overall, it's going to be the rest of the sorting machine that I haven't even built will probably be about this big, from this left edge of this machine over to this container that you can barely see, which is a decent size. It's pretty big. But it's going to be relatively small compared to all the other auto sorters I've seen out there on YouTube. The Daniel guy did a really good job of condensing the size of an auto sorter. The biggest issue is the way he did his programming. I don't quite understand at this point on how to get the program that does all of the actual sorting. Like, it knows what part is what. That's the biggest hindrance I have, because I can quickly build these machines out of straight Lego, because I like doing this kind of stuff, this kind of engineering where you just use Lego and you can solve problems that way. It's the actual sorting of, like, having a computer recognize, oh, this Lego part that's sitting right here is this Lego part in this program, send this part to this location. That's the part I have the biggest struggle with, because I attempted to do that already and I failed at it miserably. So, but I hope to not make it huge, because I would like to make it so maybe this would be something that I could like sell, like the design, like instructions for it, like I do for my custom models, instructions for it, so everyone can have an auto sorter to do their sorting for them. The biggest issue, the biggest cost besides the actual auto sorter would be all the containers used. But you could use whatever containers you want depending on how you configure your auto sorter, is what I'm gonna probably try to do. Yeah, go check out that video. I use a clip from in my how to sort video at the very end there. He explains a lot. He has said, if you go through some of the forums that he talks in, he has said he might eventually release like the code and stuff for his, but he said at this time he isn't, but maybe in the future. But he gave a lot of pointers on like different forums and stuff. He talks in about how to like go about it. I'm just not smart enough at this point to actually know what to do, unfortunately. Well, I mean, I'm not either. That's why there's still issues with like this trapdoor and this claw device. This claw device doesn't quite work in closing. Like once it's opened the container and brought the container into here, it doesn't quite push the container all the way back the way I want. And the trapdoor, when it does open and drops the part, when it tries to close again, gets stuck. So I like to think that I'm a technical kind of guy, but sometimes it just doesn't work out, unfortunately. There's like rock. I don't know if you guys can hear it, but right now the song we're listening to is like rock music, which is nice. I like rock. I think the issue will resolve itself because the next stream I'll do today is a video game stream, so I won't be using the webcam. Which hopefully means that Streamlabs will actually recognize my snowball microphone. If not, I don't understand why it won't. Yeah, I didn't think there would be issues with it because I had it in the same configuration like I always have it, except for I have the webcam and the microphone plugged into the different USB ports than I normally do, which that probably caused the issue, unfortunately. It's a lot of work. It is a lot of work. I am glad I haven't disassembled this quite yet, so what I'm probably going to do before I disassemble it for its parts is recreate it in Studio, just so I have, like, a model for it. Same with this rotating platform design. That way I can, like, keep track of my different designs and stuff. The conveyor belt here, I don't need to do that with, because, like, it's just a conveyor belt, so it's just a device that, it's just a, you just gotta set it up so you have your treads put on gears that if you would power them with a motor, it would just spin. So, I don't need to make a studio model for that, but definitely for this other stuff. It's actually one of the reasons why I have so many of these large gears that you can see right here, is because I bought a ton of them for this project. And then by the time they got to me, I was kind of done working on this project for the time being. So I can't remember what it was, but something, I ran into an issue where I felt like I could solve it by using a lot more of these large gears, but for the longest time I only owned 4 of these large gears, and now I own 24 of these large gears. I think I bought like 20 more. Anyone else in chat have any questions for me about anything? No problem, different topic is totally fine. I'm actually going to grab this container and put off the side just to see if I can find the one part I need to try to real quick. So if I can find it, that would make my video right now. Yeah, I don't think I'll find it. All the sets I disassembled towards the end don't have any ball joint parts in them, so oh well. What is my favorite episode from the season? As of right now, my favorite is probably one of the episodes dealing with the Mon Calamari battle. I think out of those 3 episodes of the arc, I prefer the second one. However, I haven't actually seen season 3 in a little bit, so I don't quite remember all the episodes that are in that season. But for right now, second episode of the season, I'm pretty sure that season starts with the Mon Calamari battle. So the second episode of that season is my favorite right now. What is your favorite episode from that season, Brickfire? Let me spin that question back to you. we went from like rock to almost heavy rock to this like sci-fi sounding song. Nuts. That's in season 4. Okay, then I don't remember like anything about season 3 then. Unfortunately. Oh well. Did y'all see the post that Nolark made showcasing where the P2 gunner came from? Oh, that was quite interesting. To know it was based off of something and not just like concept art from Lucasfilm. It probably was based off of concept art from Lucasfilm, but it has also appeared somewhere else, which is good to know. I guess that means it's actually the most recent Legends material that we've received from LEGO is that P2 gunner guy. Another issue with this too is I don't know if everything's actually like lined up correctly, so everything's like straight and whatnot. Hey, what's up, Jim? You've actually caught like the last few minutes of the stream. I will be streaming later today. I just haven't made that stream public yet. But how are you doing today, Jim? Savage. Oh, you like that episode where Savage just destroys all those ARC troopers and stuff? Okay, then now that you say that, my favorite episode of season 3 is the next episode, Witches of the Mist. I think that's the next episode. The episode that has Delta Squad show up, and then I believe that same episode, General Grievous is tasked to go destroy all of the Night Sisters. I really like that episode. Yes, the stream later today will hopefully be gameplay in a Let's Play of The Force Unleashed, the first one. Unless we run into technical issues. If we run into technical issues, it'll be something else. But the plan right now is to do the fourth one. Oh yeah, this Tuesday is your last exam, right? I hope you do well on it. That's also... Wait, what? If the Witches of the Mist is probably season 4, but the episode that has Delta Squad in it is season 3. It's the episode literally after the one you just said is your favorite. Yeah, okay. So I might have just combined 2 episodes together by accident. But for season 3, my favorite is the one where Delta Squad shows up. Oh, Jeffrey's last one is Friday. Oh. Yeah, I don't know Bricklayer. I like I said, I don't quite remember. It's been a while since I've seen any of the episodes of Clone Wars actually. So I don't quite remember where they all appear. I just remember the stories. I don't quite remember what's like specifically what episode and what season they come from, unfortunately, anymore. I used to know, but not anymore. Oh, since you're here, GM, I'll show you this. I'm not sure if the rest of you guys saw this too, but the Tri-Droid. So the Tri-Droid I built with Coconut on Wednesday, I used the Technic Axle, which I meant to replace with something else, but apparently I did not. So I replaced that with a rod, one of these like 6-length rods, and now the head and the cannons and eyes can spin. So you can have this look in any direction now, and destroy anything in any direction. You just notice that this one part is crooked for some reason now. There we go. Yeah, now you can have... So yeah, I think I included in the instructions as like, at the end, like, hey, you can replace that Technic Axle with something else and make it spin. If I haven't, I'm definitely going to make sure I do in those instructions before I release them publicly. Yeah. It's even more cool than it used to be. Now that the head keeps in. Yeah, man, I'll let you know. It should be soon-ish. Just to let you know, too, most of the parts actually do not come from that Tri-Droid set from that Utapau Trooper Battle Pack. Most of the parts don't come from that. Except for the domed part and the, I want to say triangle parts, but the parts I use for the legs to connect to the torso and the cannons and the eyes to connect to the torso. Those are like the only parts that actually come from the battle pack, so everything else doesn't. So, you need to only have one, so yeah, everything, you're probably going to have to buy all the parts, unfortunately. Because I'm pretty sure that battle pack is the only set that comes with that dome part and that dark tan color, so definitely scrap for parts, yeah. Oh yeah, I finally got around to watching your first episode of the Geonosis series. Yeah, I'm excited for that. Looks really cool. Are you gonna do? You're gonna base your Geonosian Spire off of the one that First Order Lego, now known as Luke Arc, did, or are you gonna? How much inspiration are you pulling from his build, Geo? Because yeah, you're also doing the Geonosian Arena, right? Which is not what Luke Park did, so your Spire is definitely going to be different. Nothing to be honest. Oh, okay. That's fine. That's cool. Doing your own thing. I see. Ooh, noise. Wonder what that could be. I need to charge my phone too. My phone's about to die. It has like probably 20% left in its battery. I always forget to charge my phone at night because I have a bad habit now of using my phone, watching videos until I go to sleep. And then I just throw my phone under my pillow or something. Oh, okay. Yeah, I don't know. I thought maybe you had pulled inspiration for this mod from his because he had done his first, or earlier than you started talking about your stuff. I drew a conclusion that I now know is inaccurate, so that's fine. How many Geonosians do you already have, GM? Do you already have a lot of Geonosians for this mod? Or are you gonna have to buy a bunch? Is that why you have like no money right now? Or was that all because of parts and not figures? Inspiration and creativity does come with time. It also can come from interesting places. I remember the last instance where I came up with an idea that came from like something not related to Star Wars like at all. It's been a while since it's happened, but it has happened before. Oh, I guess like one of the mini mocks I built. People think I built it from this one scene in season 7, but I didn't. I just had an idea to do a bridge and put droids and clones on it. It has nothing to do with that scene. I've always just been interested in building bridges. There's this one old stop motion that someone did. I forget who did it, but they included a lot of bridges in their mod. I think it's from one of the Squad 42. Yeah, it's from one of the Squad 42 stop motions back in the day from that Spud guy. One of his scenes, there was people walking on a bridge, and I've always been fascinated about doing bridges in like mocks and stuff ever since then. All because of parts. Also parts of that fun movies. Okay. You have one Geonosian? Is it the normal Geonosian or is it a zombie Geonosian? Okay, yeah, 11 should be good. Especially for the size that your Geonosian arena is going to be. If it was like full size, then I would expect like hundreds. or 1,000 Geonotions, but because of the size of this, yeah, 11 will be good. I have 6 or 7 full figs, but like you all saw in that Christmas haul video, I now have like 17 heads that I don't have any use for until I can get torsos and stuff for them. The Geonotion figs are nice. The new ones are so much better than the OG ones. Same with the Geonotion Starfighter. The one we got in 2011 is a lot better than the one we got back in like 2002. Alright, we're going to do a raid on Coconut because he just started streaming and my stream is now over, so. Thank you all for coming out. Hopefully you can still hear me. Let me get the link into the chat. Apologize for this camera shaking all the time. My camera's just, the webcam's not set up very well, but well enough. Yeah, we're gonna raid Coconut. Here is the link. Thank you everyone for coming out. My name has been ClonePlays. Remember, every clone has its roots in the original, and I will see you all later. Bye bye.